Everyone, it's Peter Kerr from Brock D Dream Nation. Ian Gillan, he's best known as the voice of Deep Purple, but the band he formed after leaving Deep Purple deserves far more recognition. Between 1979 and 1982, Gillan released a series of outstanding albums packed with powerful riffs, memorable songs, and some of the best vocals of his career. Today, we're going to count from 5 to 1 what we think are his 5 greatest Gillan songs. It's not an easy list to put together, plenty of classics just missing out, but these are the tracks that I've chosen that best capture the energy, the experimentation, the creativity of one of the most underrated bands of that era. So let's get started. My number 5 pick is Nightmare from the Double Trouble album of 1981. Double Trouble was a 2 LP where it was a mix of 1 record of originals and 1 record of live cuts from the band. So this is a punchy slice of melodic hard rock, almost AOR, which is just made for the radio airways. It should have been a hit if it got radio airplay in America. It balances an infectious hook with a dark lyrical theme. Collins Town's songwriting has that kind of cinematic quality, while Yannick Gear's guitar work is really sharp. Gillan gives a very warm, engaging vocal performance and delivers his signature scream right at the end of the song. Voice has a bit of an eerie quality about it, but look, it's totally catchy and it should have been a hit. Nightmare, 1981 from Double Trouble. Check it out. My number 4 is No Laughing in Heaven, and this is from the album Future Shock. This is arguably one of the definitive Gillan songs, and this is where Gillan plays the rock and roll preacher, the evangelical. He kind of sings and talks the lyrics out in a very conversationalist way, almost rap rock before rap rock. Tongue-in-cheek, very British humour. It's about somebody who goes to heaven, and when he's there, he finds that it's full of bureaucracy and rules and regulations, and it's not what he bargained for, and he wants to get back. It's very theatrical, and I've always said that when Ian Gillan had the role as Jesus Christ in Jesus Christ Superstar, that kind of sort of that theatrical side of him was ingrained for the rest of his rock and roll career. His conviction to this song makes it work, and the humour works brilliantly, and it's got one of the more memorable choruses in a Gillan song. This is a classic Gillan track, No Laughing in Heaven. Check it out off Future Shock. That's my number 4. Number 3, If You Believe Me. This is off the fantastic album Glory Road. Probably one of the peak albums. This is one of the emotional high points of Glory Road. His vocals on this album are compelling, and he's got a real bluesy sort of tone to it. He begins with a lot of restraint, and the song gradually builds into an emotional climax driven by Gillan's soaring vocal performance. Bernie Torme's guitar lines are tasty, melodic, and more about the tone, more subtle than the flashy and avant-garde guitar work that we usually expect to see in a Bernie Torme driven song. The lyrics show immense vulnerability. It's one of the most underrated songs in the Gillan catalogue. My next pick is number 2, I'll Rip Your Spine Out. This is another track off the Double Trouble album. To me, this is like almost post-punk, new wave of British heavy metal. It's punctuated by this spiky, punchy, John McCoy bass line, and Gillan is just singing in full throttle and really going into the scream, and you've got this rhythm section of Mick Underwood's thunderous drumming. Yannick Gears immediately stamps his authority all over the track with this aggressive guitar work. The song is ferocious. It's an outstanding opener to Double Trouble. And there's a sort of brutality about it that is just so infectious and so powerful. I think this is one of Gillan's best songs, and in the scheme of things, incredibly underrated. I'll Rip Your Spine Out off the Double Trouble album. And then the pick of the bunch, I have to say Mr. Universe from 1979. This is the title track, and if I had to select a song that crystallizes everything that the Gillan Band is on about, it's this song. This is the album that established Gillan as a major force. Virgin Records and Richard Branson took a punt on Ian Gillan, signing him to the label, and this album repaid him in spades. It was a commercial hit, and this is the song that announced to the world that Ian Gillan's back. It's built across a swaggering riff that perfectly blends that classic rock sound of Colin Towns and this hypnotic keyboard line, and then Bernie Torme's soaring, punchy guitar. Ian Gillan attacks the lyrics with, theatrical and confidence. There's a lot of swagger, and that's what I like about Gillan and this album. It's an anthem, and it is a signature song from Gillan. Now, I think I read somebody said it was a rearrangement of an episode 6 song that had the same name, Mr. Universe. I've listened to both songs. I think the commonality is probably the name. There might have been some sort of inspiration, but to me, this is just a totally created new song. This is the moment that Gillan left the jazz rock stylings of his previous Ian Gillan Band behind and embraced a hard rock direction. And the rest, as they say, is history. So there you have it. 5 classic Gillan songs in all their glory. What are your favourite Gillan tracks? Please write your comments. I love reading them. Please like and subscribe to Rock Daydream Nation. We are the Deep Purple channel. Lots of Deep Purple content on the channel. A review of the latest Deep Purple album coming soon. Check that out. All the best, and cheers.